Can you take liquids in checked baggage? If you are traveling within or from the United States, there are no limits on the quantity of liquids you can take in your checked bag, as long as these liquids are not hazardous or flammables. However, medicinal and toiletry liquid products have some restrictions, so you can only bring a total of 70 ounces, 2 liters, contained in bottles of 18 ounces or 500 milliliters or less. How much liquid can you check in on international flight? Each country have special rules and regulations on taking certain types of liquids to their territories. For example, if you are traveling to the US and you want to bring liquor souvenir, only 1 liter of liquor per person is allowed for personal use. Larger amount of liquor will be subject to duty and federal excise taxes. If you are traveling to Canada or the UK, you will need to read the regulations set by these countries' air travel authorities. But generally, the rules for liquids are almost the same in all countries. As long as you bring a reasonable amount which is not hazardous or flammable, you won't have any issues with your airline or the border customs. Where do you put liquids in checked luggage? How to properly pack liquids to avoid leakage or damage. The downside of packing and bringing liquids along for the ride is that there's always the risk they'll leak and cause damage to your other items. That's why it's so important to pack everything in the right way. Always double-check that everything is sealed tightly, especially bottles and containers with lids. And even if something is in a container or bottle, for extra safety, you can store the container or bottle in a Ziploc or plastic bag so that if it leaks, it won't affect your other items. If you're still worried about leaks and damage, then you could even find a towel or piece of clothing that isn't important to you to wrap around the liquids. And if it's at all possible, don't put anything too valuable in the same suitcase as your liquids.